You just might fall in love on a dance floor, dancing to a Texas song. Texas pride, we are strong. Through the storms we carry on. From dusk till dawn, you can hear our songs playing over the radio. And on any night, you just might fall in love on a dance floor, dancing to a Texas song.
Abnormal realities.
I love my mom.
Yep. She sent me a message.
My mom did?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And she invited me over tomorrow night to watch Titanic and share a bowl of popcorn. And I accepted.
You did?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
And she calls it Chaps Only Night. Every Saturday night.
Look.
Miss Dixie,
Look,
how you doing? He said, it's my mom, bro. All right, it's my mom.
I want to hear the answer to the Titanic and popcorn. Go ahead, Mom. What's up?
Oh!
Hi, boys.
Hi,
I
Mom.
just wanted to ask Rocky if he wanted butter on that popcorn or not.
I would
my
rather
God.
have the butter somewhere else, but if popcorn's the only place I can have it, I'll take it.
Jeez,
Hey,
dude.
nobody says I can't roll around in it for a little bit more.
All right, Mom.
That is my
Love
girl.
you.
I love you,
Mom.
Dixie.
Abnormal realities
My mom, love you.
Dixie.
Bye. I love you too.
with Ron and Rocky. Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JoCo Community Radio.
Holy crap.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
JoCo Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Get up, get up. It's a good morning.
I think we all needed that this morning. Good morning, Johnson County. Welcome to another edition of, well, it's the second half of JoCo Vibes anyway. And you know, just what happens when life's happening all around you. I'm Tiffany Carlen with Nona Reed and Sarah Reeves, aka Arden. You know, just depends on how you know her
Or red.
or how long you've known her, right?
Or what
That's right.
color my hair was.
It's Thankful Thursday. I'm
I'm thankful we finally got to the table today.
Right? I'm thankful that my, although my husband and son are sick, that they're, you know, it's not,
Mhm.
I'd say they're not dying, but
They're men.
you know,
They act like they're dying.
he is really bad though. And I can't say anything.
Which one?
He sucked it up to Todd. But he sucked it up last night because he still went to the event with me. And I was like, you sure you're right? He goes, yeah, I'll take the sinus medicine right before we go. And I'll I was like, and he did, and we had a great time, and
Okay.
and it's kickoff to Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. It's that time of year.
Was that for what your event was for?
Yeah, it's their kickoff for it. So, yeah, and then tomorrow is the first day of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. So exciting! If you've never been, we're going to talk about a lot of what's going on actually during this entire time that it's happening. But because Tatiana Miller, who's one of our show hosts, is a member of Ladies on the Lam, and she'll probably be joining us one of these mornings too to talk about what their organization does and what they raise their funds for. But a lot of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, I mean, you've got kids who are in 4-H clubs, and then Ladies on the Lam, they actually help to fund kids who raise lambs and show them. And so your kids these kids, they spend a lot of money and time. Well, I say the kids, their parents spend a lot of money, and the kids put in a lot of time and effort to raise cattle and all kinds of animals, and then they put them up for sale at the stock show. And I've just, in one conversation with Tatiana about Ladies on the Lam, I learned so much about how a lot of these clubs work, that Ladies on the Lam, and how the team, these are like teams of people who donate money, and that's how these kids get their scholarship money. That's how they get their money, when a whole team of people, they kind of war against each other, and they bid on these animals and they buy them.
Awesome.
So that's how the kid, and Tatiana can explain it way more in detail, better than I just did. But it's a group of individuals that come together and donate like 10 grand a piece or 14 grand. And then you've got a team of like 15 over here, and there's a team of 10 over here, and a team of, 25 people, all who have put money in, and then they bid against each other for these animals, and they get nothing out of it. So they bid, and whoever wins the bid, it's like a woohoo, it's a trophy. We won, right? We had the most. And they bid, the kid gets the money, they get their pictures, everything. And then whatever animal it is that's sold, no proceeds go to the people who just gave all that money. It goes off to wherever it's going to go to feed,
Well, and the scholarship money too, like so the scholarship, the money goes to the scholarship, and then it goes to help fund the raising and feeding of these animals.
Well,
right?
That's in the beginning part of some of these organizations.
Right.
They help to purchase the animal and feed them and that type of thing. But this end process, which is, by the way, you have to be on one of these teams in order to participate in that whole show. It's private. You can't go in.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. Really interesting. Really, really interesting.
So a friend of mine, Melanie, she works in an office in the stockyards it's the Longhorn Breeders Association. And so she's spending all weekend registering entries into the stock show. So yeah, it's a big weekend.
We met a wonderful couple last night, and he just retired from the 4-6 ranch. And
no, never mind.
Yeah, and so he took his hat off, because they get these hats, and I should have taken a picture of it, but you pick a verse or what you want as part of your spirituality on the inside of the hat, and then you pick you pick these others. There's 3 or 4 things on the inside of his hat, inside, completely inside, like you can't see it from on the rim,
right?
And it's a beautiful 100x beaver hat. Like, I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And what it has on the inside, which it's all pertinent to the 4-6 ranch and his dedication to it, and so they get to pick these things. And it was just, I should have taken a picture of it, but
my hat's a beaver hat.
But they have season tickets, And so they were telling us how, all the different things that they're going to be going to. But tomorrow kicks it off at 8 a.m. with the AQHA Ranching Heritage Challenge. And then you have the AQHA Versatility Ranch Horse Show, those are both going on simultaneously at 8 a.m. And then at 9 a.m., it's the AQHA Versatility Ranch Horse Show. It just continues. So you have two things going on tomorrow. And then, I'm sorry, that's today. I'm so sorry. That's happening today. Tomorrow is the AQHA Versatility Ranch Horse Show at 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. And then it goes all the way to 3 p.m. is the Junior Ag Mechanics Tractors on parade. 6:30 p.m. is the Ginny Mac Trio at the Courtyard. 7:30 p.m. is Best of the West Ranch Show, which I heard is absolutely amazing. And then Sammy Kershaw Auditorium Entertainment presented by Ariat. That's where you're going to find it. And then 9:30 tomorrow night is David Adam Burns. He's at the Bud Light Roadhouse. So, and then Saturday is the big stuff. So, so I guess we'll talk about Saturday since we won't be here. Saturday is the AQHA Ranch Trail and Ranch Riding classes, the Junior Ag Mechanics Project Show, Sheepdog Trials. Cool. Those are really cool to watch. 9 a.m. is the mariachi competition, pigeon show, and the poultry show, open division. 11 a.m. is the premier Texas Longhorn sale. Now, have you ever sat in the Longhorn sales?
Mm-mm.
I have done that. It's been years. Stock show, all Western parade. That's so fun. 12 p.m. is the FWSSR Heritage Sale, AQHA Best of the Remuda Sale, and the 67th Select Quarter Horse Sale, plus the goat judging contest. That's for 4-H and FFA. And then at 5:30, you've got the Celebrity Goat Milking Contest. Have you guys ever watched that? I've watched that.
Celebrity?
It's the celebrity. It's typically local celebrities. I've seen some people who are, some of the news people, news anchors, stuff like that. I don't know let me see if it shows who's in it. Let me click through to this. It's in the Cattle Arena. I can't remember if it was last year we watched it or if it was the year before that, but it does not show who the celebrities are. It does not list them. So, and it may somewhere else. I don't know, but they're funny. It's a pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining. That's the word.
I can only imagine.
Right? I know. That's what I'm thinking.
I'd say watching any adults race to milk a goat is pretty funny. And then it's 6.
How hard can you pull it?
6.
How fast can you pull it?
6:30 is Will Bannister at the Courtyard. 7:30 is Best of the West Ranch Rodeo, and 9:30 is the Wilder Blue Bud Light Roadhouse. So, and then Sunday, it's just you've got a ton of stuff going on. Ton of stuff all day long on Sunday. It's a long day so you want to go to fwssr.com, click through to events to get or actually click at the top and go to the schedule, and then you can buy your tickets
for whatever
you want to go see, or you can get day passes, or you can buy passes for the whole show. It just depends on what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you'll have to pay for parking.
You have to pay for parking. Remember, there is the little carnival out there too for kids, and there's lots of shopping. You can get your, custom hats done and Tony Lama boots. So we watched a bunch of people buy hats last night and learned a lot about hats because Todd wants to get one, and
wants to get a cowboy hat.
He wants to get a hat. Yeah, he's wanted one for a long time, but there's so many different shapes and the way the cuts, and so we learned a lot about that last night. So we can go, okay, now we know
Is
what
he
to
gonna get a rancher's hat,
He likes the cattleman's cut. That's what he likes.
Okay,
and not too high of a top. So we learned all about the measuring and how they fit people. So, but it's Thankful Thursday. What are you guys thankful for? Anyone?
I said that we were around the table today.
Yeah, I thought we already did
was that it? I didn't say what I was thankful for.
I can still say I've got other things.
Okay, what are you thankful for?
I'm just thankful that God has aligned everything in place and everything's just kind of falling in place. And
it is. You have a new house coming.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for you.
Yes.
I did say what I was a little thankful for. I was thankful they were sick, but not, not thankful they're sick. I'm thankful they're not sicker than they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So, because I think everybody's had the crud here in the past couple of months. I still have it. It's been 2 months. I'm kind of sick of it.
I'm kind of, it's not right now.
But I'm also thankful for, everything we have going on here at JoCo Community Radio. And just, yesterday, everybody being back in the office and having new people in the office. We just had a good buzz.
Yeah,
and
it was.
And it felt good.
I hated to leave, but
I did too, but I had to go as well. But it was a good buzz. Everybody was energetic and getting back into their routines, and it just felt good. And the same thing. We've got we're heading into a political season. Isn't everybody excited about that? Woohoo! But 'tis the season. This is a political year, and lots of races are going to be happening. We've got, here in Johnson County, Texas, we have our CAD nominations, and that's going to be a vote, and it's going to be very hush hush, meaning they're not really going to talk about it because the county does not run that election. So the CAD has to run their own election, which means the people have to be informed that there's a CAD election happening, because it's not in conjunction with the county. And so we do have a show that's going to be starting up here in the next couple of weeks, and it's all about what's going on in the county in regards to municipalities and cities, and how the county's working together, and senators will be joining, and other mayors, and so we'll probably promo that Tuesday, and maybe have on that new show host that's going to be starting, and that's what they're going to be talking about. So
that's exciting.
It is exciting. It's very exciting, and we've got some other new shows that are in our pockets, and of course the soon to be launch of Taco Community Radio is coming as well. So that's happening. What, Sarah? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that it's Thursday and I've made it this far.
You made it this far?
And I'm
guess what?
thankful for the long weekend ahead, because Elise actually gets to be home she's never home whenever they have school breaks, like the Monday.
Like the Monday off
or the Friday off or whatever. She's always like, I have to go to my dad's.
Oh, they are off.
She said,
Monday,
I never get to be home on a break. And she was like, she came home from her dad's from the holiday break, and she's like, guess what? This weekend is a long weekend, and I actually get to be at home with you. I was like, that's awesome.
Bonus.
Yeah, it's
Bonus.
exciting.
Are you guys going to do something special on that day?
I don't know what.
Sleep in.
Besides sleeping.
At least we'll at least get to be together.
Yeah.
Especially after a long, that's the longest stretch from it feels like when she goes to her dad's on the Christmas break, it's the switchover is always on the 28th. And so if I have her for Christmas, the week of Christmas, then on the 28th, she goes to her dad's. And that's how it was this year. And it reverses every year, flip-flops, whatever. And so on the 28th, she went to her dad's. And it feels like it was the longest time, because she didn't come home until this Sunday. And so,
yeah,
it's always a long, hard time right there. We miss each other a lot. And
it's a whole, it's the whole break.
Yeah. It's the half
basically.
Break.
Yeah.
It's over. I think it's actually a little bit more. It definitely feels like it's longer than the first part.
You did survive it though.
Yeah, we made
and
it.
She comes home and that's really good.
I think she's on boyfriend number 4. I don't know. She went from not liking boys at all. And then she was like, well, okay. Then she had this boyfriend for a day, and then that wasn't their fault. That was a parental thing, not me.
We know.
And then she had another boyfriend for a week, and then another boyfriend for a week. She's beating them off with a stick. I'm like, good grief. So like once it started, it's not gonna stop. She's too pretty.
Yeah. You know, I think at like her age though, too, like almost going through these short periods of
Yeah.
boyfriends is almost a good sign because it
Yes.
means she's picky.
Yeah.
And it means she's like,
She said the other day.
I
So
thought
like
so, but no.
Yeah.
this one wanted to come back again, like can be her boyfriend again, and she's like, season 1 boyfriend does not belong in season 2. And I was
All right,
like,
so she's like working
I'm
out her
training you right.
she's working out her whole dating life
Yeah.
as if she's in sorry.
No, no,
Did I
it's my
tangle
fault.
you? I mean, I don't know.
But that whole thing came out.
That's all right.
Oh,
It's
well.
just, it's just power. It's all
Yeah.
right. But she's like doing it like she's her own shorts, her own, what do you call it? Sitcom.
Yeah.
You want to say sitcom?
She's her own narrator.
What's a show with episodes?
Sitcom.
What's that called again? Show series. She's her own series
Yes.
because not everything's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching. I mean, okay. So what are you watching right now? Like what's
I get it. Because I think a sitcom's more like in front of an audience, right?
sitcom is like half-hour shows.
Right.
Like
And then
Usually in front of an
comedy.
audience.
Friends.
Yeah.
Friends was a sitcom, right? Yeah, it's comedy.
Comedy
These are
usually in front of a live audience, usually too, I think.
Yeah, except during COVID.
Yeah.
But like, what series are you watching? Like, do you have a series that you're watching right now?
I've been trying to watch. Well, I just finished Reacher on Amazon.
Okay, I haven't finished it
Has
yet.
he-
That giant guy. Like
Yeah.
he's so manly. It's hot.
Studley.
Like,
is
sure,
Studley.
he's muscly, but like I'm not the one that's into like the 6-pack. Like, it's great if you have that.
He's a
whatever.
big dude. I know.
But
I've
yeah,
seen
he's
it.
just so big. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you would make me feel so small.
Gilded Age. I think I just finished.
I started
this
watching
season.
it and then I kind of got off of it. I need to. I've done that. I've started things and then forgot about it, and then think about it months later.
Like
Like
cleaning
oh,
out from
crap.
underneath the sink. You know, I still have all this shit on the floor.
Well,
I'm like, I'll put it back in there
I
later.
didn't think
Do
about
that
it
with
when
TV shows too.
yeah. I didn't think about season 2, and then my daughter reminded me. She goes, "Okay, so I clicked into HBO or whatever it is, and or on Hulu, and I said, I was like, oh, I'm like Gilded Age, and she goes, yeah, Mom, there's like 4 new episodes already. I'm like,
shoot.
what? But that's where I'm
I was
just not
still
paying
on season
attention.
1 too. So,
Melanie
season 1.
said, I watch it as soon as I get a chance. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, so Gilded Age. How about that What the Heck deck since it's back?
Just
mysteriously,
it just came back.
Which one?
Look at the pod decks.
The green.
Is it the green one?
I think it's green. What the heck's green?
It mysteriously reappeared.
Good morning, Jamie.
And I
got to see her pretty face Tuesday night at our meeting.
I don't see her. Oh, it just popped up. I was a little late. Good morning, Jamie. Man, you need to check in so we can see what's happening. Okay, so we had these 4 pod decks, and this one went missing, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then when I came in yesterday, it miraculously, or came in on Monday, it miraculously was in here.
Right.
I was like, where did it come from? So if you're one of our show hosts and you're here listening to this and you mysteriously made this deck reappear, I would love to know which one of you had it.
That was after even a text or email went out to like, hey, has anybody seen this?
I didn't even realize it was missing.
We're just excited it's back because that was one of our favorite decks.
So it's our Thursday is our Friday here on JoCo Vibes.
Right.
So we like to have a little more fun. I still think this is not the one I was talking about.
I don't think it
Let me have the other 3.
You said what the heck?
Yeah,
Well, I don't-
but that's not the
like
one.
I remember. I thought I
Think that-
remembered the green one being here. So
That's not the one either. No, I think we're still missing one.
I'm like, I was
'Cause
like,
it's
all 4 of these have been here.
Okay, so it's not. We're still missing one more. I was wrong.
Maybe it's a red color box.
We're missing the one that is like the would you rather questions. That's what we're missing.
Why
So
did we think? Huh.
yeah.
Oh well.
Who
It's still gone. Never
has it?
mind.
All right. So
Rewind.
what's the longest you've ever waited in line for something, and what was it? Like, okay, did you go through? You're both iPhone people.
Oh, no,
I don't do that shit.
That's dumb.
Did you ever wait in line for like when the new one was coming out?
No.
Okay, what about for
a Stanley Cup?
Hi guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Two-
imitating my sister imitating because she's a teacher in Florida and she's a teacher in high school, and so she imitates them, and she's like, "Oh, all the girls are walking through school with their big Stanley cups." And so my question, look, I don't care if you have one or not. There's a history behind the whole company. I mean, when it came, Stanley,
my husband
still
has
have
the
our
old
green
thermos.
I think it was 1912 or 1913, somewhere around there, when Stanley figured out how to take the glass out of a thermos and put steel in it. And so, I mean, they last forever. So, I mean, 30 to $50 on a Stanley Cup, it's a good investment because honestly, the cup will last forever.
Yeah, because our green thermoses are still lasting for. We were Stanley before Stanley was cool.
No ordinary thermos will do.
What?
You don't know that movie, do you?
Nope.
Oh boy!
No idea what you're
All right,
doing
you got to watch. You have to watch that movie. It's
y'all need to make me a list because I'm not keeping track.
There's a
whole shit
it's
ton of
Steve
movies
Martin.
Y'all keep telling me I need to watch.
That's Steve Martin. That's a classic.
I haven't watched a lot.
Freaking
of Steve
McGuire.
I'm just gonna like sit you down and like tie you to a chair on a weekend and make you watch these movies.
Jerry Maguire is good.
I haven't.
It's so good. I know way too many lines in that
some-
movie.
Maybe we should have a movie day this weekend.
Maybe. I have to.
She's like, no.
I have to. I probably am, but I'll be taking down Christmas at my house. So okay, so that's a Steve Martin movie, and so yeah, I just got to make you a list anyway. But let's go back to this. So my only issues with the Stanley Cup, it's not cost or people buying them, except the terrible imitation I was doing of my sister going, "I'm here at school with my Stanley Cup," is about all these girls walking around school with their Stanley Cups, right?
Yeah.
And so my question is, especially now, there's no lockers.
Yeah.
In these schools.
No, there's not.
There's no lockers. So now they're walking around with.
They're in athletics. Hopefully they get a locker.
Right.
Like it's not even guaranteed they're going to get a locker.
Which is absolute insanity to me because now these kids are walking around with, 50-pound backpacks and they're carrying
and
all
a
of their
30-pound
stuff.
cup.
That's my point, right? So I mean,
they need a carabiner.
So that's that.
They need a carabiner so they can attach it to the
backpack. I want to up this conversation really quick because this is the only challenge I have with it. You're sending your kid to school with a $50 cup, and how many kids lose their damn shit and it ends up in the
freaking time.
It ends up in
say someone stole it when they really just misplaced it.
Because once it goes into that lost and found pile, they're never getting that back. Never getting it back. And then a lot of schools at the end of the year, they either sell the stuff at a discount or you can just go get it. Like my sister Trista had this awesome big, she's up in cold Minnesota. And so she got this awesome coat at the end of the year. She goes, yeah, I snagged this one at the end of the year last year. It was brand new. It was a parent's coat. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, so my issue is that, right? You're giving your kid a $30 to $50 cup. They're gonna lose it, or it's gonna get stolen because kids steal. And by the way, so do school staff. And so there's that issue. And then the other issue is who's checking what's in these kids' cups?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's checking?
Well, I mean, Elise puts Dr. Pepper in hers, which is contraband. Like they're not supposed to have anything that's not clear.
Right.
Well, now you just told on her and all her teachers.
She doesn't have a Stanley though. She has a whatever.
Oh, now
just
just point out her cup, mother.
Oh no, like she has like some. She's like, I'm not. She's like, Basically, my kid's attitude is, I'm cool enough. I don't need one of them damn cups to be cool.
Tell her to take the big green thermos.
I mean, I'm not going to get a
She
Stanley Cup,
would.
but that's because I already have something that
God, no.
I
holds
have
30
like
ounces of
15 I
water.
have 15
Yeah.
different Yeti
And Yetis.
cups.
Yeah.
Like they're not
Yeah.
breaking, you know.
But just so you know, I don't care if you have one.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't care
go
either.
spend your money on whatever
That's
you
great.
want to.
I'm so happy for
All right,
you.
so get
We
out to
still
the.
never did the longest line.
Oh, I didn't. Well,
That's okay.
mine was waiting online to get whatever. I'll tell you about it Tuesday. But have an amazing weekend. Get out to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. God bless and be kind.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like